What's going on, guys? This lighting is not good at all. Taz here. It's actually really weird saying my first name because this whole time that I've been out here, I've been saying my last name. I'm hearing people saying my last name. Just wanted to say what's up, what's going on. I know it's been a while since you guys see me or see me even talk in the video face to face. But we have a horn outside. I just wanted to say, hey, how you doing? Let you know I'm still alive. I wanted to give you guys a quick little rundown of, what tech school is like. I wanted to show you a little bit of what my room looks like. Just pretty much give you, a little synopsis or just a little details about, how my time has been since I've been here for 2 weeks now, or maybe 3 weeks. Time is just going, taking classes and everything, so it's just going along. But yeah, guys, let me go ahead and show you what my room looks like, and then, yeah, show you around. So you walk in, this is what it looks like. This is my wall locker. This is going to be my roommate's wall locker. Funny story, actually. What the hell is that? Oh, scared the shit out of me. Funny story, actually, my roommate literally just moved out. Like, I had a roommate that was this is my side, but I'm about to change it into my roommate's side. It's my clothes and stuff. This is the microwave that we have with the fridge. Wall locker in the middle, just in case we had like a third roommate. But when it was me and my roommate. He was staying on this side. This is his dresser and, his desk and everything for school or your TV and whatnot. This is my side. Don't mind the mess. I didn't make my bed because I was doing a lot today, but I'm about to move everything off that bed into this bed because I hit my head every day on that thing and that's really annoying. But yeah, this is me. I'm by myself. Now, we do get new people that come in every week, so there is a chance that I would be seeing a new roommate today. This is my sink. I got some cleaning supplies and stuff on the bottom. Got the mirror, of course. Some stuff in there. This is the bathroom. So got a little ledge on the top there, along with the toilet, obviously. I have a towel on the floor right now, but I'm gonna go ahead, once I can, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a floor mat. I haven't done that as of yet. And then this is pretty much the shower. This is my wall locker. It's locked right now and I'm too lazy to grab my keys, but that's pretty much the setup over here. It's not like crazy amount of space, but it's nothing too bad. I like it so far. Like I said, I'm about to move my bed to the other side. I don't know where those lights came from though. I don't know why that's there. Probably because the light's not working. But yeah, when I first came here, I did have a roommate, like I was saying earlier. But literally because he graduated already, finished all the classes that he needed to finish. Today was the day that he was out processing, packed up all his stuff, and he's gone. I also didn't really get to say bye to him. I did know he was packing. I wasn't sure which time he was leaving. I did see him while all his stuff was here. And then I actually went to the fishbowl, which I'll tell you guys about later, to do a little bit of studying because I'm trying to get the stuff and we got a test on Monday. So, but yeah, I was trying to get some studying. I just come back and then it's completely empty. I know he was leaving a few stuff, like all the cleaning supplies you see in the bottom. That's actually stuff that he gave me before he left. He also gave me that ironing board that you saw inside my wallet. I have a Swiffer that he gave me. He first said he didn't have enough space to take it on the plane with him, and he had a bunch of luggage, so I definitely understand. But I wish him the best, but I'm happy that I have my own space right now. I'm probably gonna take the time right now to move some stuff over to that bed, because if we do get a new person, because we get a new person every single week. If I do get a new roommate, I want to make sure that he knows he's sleeping under that, because I pay my dues. I pay my dues over there. I'm gonna make sure I get a good bed over here, so I'm not constantly hitting my head. I'm gonna have to move a lot of stuff, as in I'm gonna have to move the stuff from my desk over to there. That makes the most sense. And I'm gonna have to move the stuff from my drawer over to the next drawer. Shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. And then once I do finish that, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Pretty much looks the same, except it's gonna look a little bit neater because it's not gonna look crazy. But that's the reason I haven't made that yet, because I know I was gonna have to undo it and then put it back over here. But then after that, yeah, later on today, I'll give you guys a little rundown about how tech school has been so far with me, what my experience is, and what it's like being away from the family for so long. So stay tuned, guys. I'll talk to you soon. What is going on, guys? It's Phillips here. I already introduced myself earlier, but I'm more used to saying my last name now than I am saying my first name, which is crazy. They got me ingrained. But as you can tell, I'm really sweaty right now, and my OCP is all day today. It's really hot where I'm at. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what my experience has been like over here. I already showed you guys a little bit of what my room looks like, the type of setup that I have going on. By the way, I finally did move all my stuff over to the other bed. As you can see, that's empty over there. Now my bed is over here. I gotta start getting some stuff for decorations. My lovely wife, LALA, just sent over a lot of my clothes and everything. So now I have civilian clothes that I can actually wear now. So I'm honestly gonna take a shower, get out of these sweaty clothes, put some comfortable clothes on, some basketball shorts, whatnot, and I'm gonna get dressed into that. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit, because I know it's been a long time since I talked to you guys. You guys only been seeing Lala's face, which, I mean, hey, I wouldn't complain if I was you guys. Not a bad face to look at, but yeah, man, just I don't think I pretty much talked about my experience as far as BMT and what it was like over there. So I mean, I'll give you a quick synopsis of BMT. I'm gonna talk more into tech school since I'm here now. BMT, even though I was there for so long, I can't really remember everything that was going on. It's just constant go. So I mean, BMT, I'm gonna tell you my experience. Everyone's experience of BMT is gonna be different, starting from your mental, how you can really take criticism, how fit you are, how well you could get along with other people. So BMT, in my experience, was honestly really fun. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, at first day, first week that you're there, like, things are really scary. You don't know what's going on. You got a bunch of people telling you what to do, and it in your mind, it's like it's the military setting. Like, it's the military, so it's like you gotta make sure that you're on point. You don't want anyone yelling at you or getting on you for doing something wrong. Like, you want to make sure you do everything perfect, because they gonna sing you. If you mess up, they gonna single you out. Like, that's off rip. But being at BMT, it really made me look at who I was as a person, and I think it honestly made me better, to be honest. Going through BMT, especially like starting from that first week, like, I'm not gonna remember everything week for week, like what we did. Like I said, it's a big bird, but pretty much week 0, we all get there, nobody knows each other or anything like that. And we got there really late too. Like, my plane landed like really late. We're waiting for other people to get there and stuff. And then by the time that we finished, the orientation and processing, all that crap, we didn't get back into, our respective dorms until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And the thing with that is that we got back there, but we didn't even go to sleep right away. Like, we had to, get everything ready as far as make sure we chose our beds, make sure our stuff was put away in the lockers, just make sure that everything was good. We went through more briefings with our week 0 MTI there. He's giving us a rundown about everything that was going on, yada yada. And of course, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I think this happens with almost every flight, but of course, with my flight that we had, the first night that we were there, I already told you that by the time we got to the dorm, it was already 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were doing a lot more stuff. We didn't just go straight there and just go straight to sleep. So we were doing more stuff, and then by the time we were done with that stuff, my flight got in trouble. So
because we got in trouble first day there, already doing tools. If you hear me saying tools, what tools pretty much is like making you, I don't want to say punishment. In a sense, it's like a punishment, but it's like the MTIs make you do things like push-ups, sit-ups, squats, flutter kicks, things like that. Basically make you work out. They call it motivational tools because you're not supposed to feel like, oh, I'm in trouble. I mean, you are in trouble, but you're not supposed to feel like, oh, I'm doing this because I'm in trouble. You're supposed to feel like, okay, this is making me get better. This is to motivate me to do better the next time. So I remember, like, if I do this again, I'm gonna be doing tools like this, or hopefully not, but maybe worse. And yeah, so we got in trouble. So we didn't end up going to sleep probably till like 3:30. And then week 0 being there, I'm pretty sure they make us wake up earlier than we did most of BMT. So I believe we woke up either at 4 or 4:30, one of those times. So we barely got an hour of sleep. And it's like, that's our first day there. We barely get any sleep. And then the next morning, like, they got you moving like this. Like I said, I don't remember everything that happened while I was over there, especially not in week 0. And, but week 0, which started, what did I get there? I think I got there like on Wednesday, I want to say. And that was probably the longest week that BMT was for me. Like, obviously weeks go from Sunday to Saturday, obviously. But that 1 week, week 0, from Wednesday to Saturday, that was literally the longest week ever. Nobody knew what was going on. We were constantly going like this, and it just seemed like it was never ending. Like, and after that first day, I was like, oh crap, what did I do? Like, everyone always says, like, when you first get there, you're always gonna be thinking to yourself, what did I do? And that's the truth, man. Because after getting 30 minutes of sleep, I'm like, bro, how do they not care that we got no sleep? And they really didn't care. And it's like, you just gotta work with it, and they expect you to be really quick in everything that you do. So that was, you know, week 0, pretty much the experience. And I think the biggest shock factor for that as well, our second day there, you know, we go through the day, obviously we have showers at the end of the day. So I remember getting through the whole day, and then finally our MTI is like, all right, it's time to take some showers. We got all our stuff ready. And he's like, all right, we have showers at the end of the day. So I remember getting through the whole day, and then finally our MTI is like, all right, it's time to take some showers. We got all our stuff ready. And he's like, all right, you got this timeline. Everyone better be in and out the shower and fully dressed by the end of this timeline. So we all go in there, and all you see is a big space with a bunch of shower heads. Probably like, over there was probably like 16, 20 of them. I wasn't even counting, but it was a decent number of shower heads. And there's 50 of us in the dorm. And like I said, it's just a big open space, just a bunch of shower heads. So we're all like looking like we're just supposed to just strip, get naked, and start showering, you know? So I think that was the biggest culture shock. But that's week 0. You know, pretty much learning all the procedures as far as like going to lunch, marching, everything of that nature. And then, you know, just going through the rest of BMT. At BMT, what they do on week 0, that Saturday of week 0. So yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that you're with your, you know, your week 0 MTI. Then the Saturday, they have a huge ceremony where you actually get introduced to your real MTI that you're gonna be with for the rest of your BMT. And that ceremony, let me just tell you, it's crazy. And they don't even tell you what's going on either. Like, they tell you like, oh, everyone better hurry up, gotta get ready, like, well, we have a ceremony to go to, but they don't tell you what the ceremony is. They don't tell you like what's going on. They say it's an important ceremony, you gotta make sure you got all your stuff ready. So we're at the ceremony, and mind you, I forgot my water bottle at my old dorm. I was rushing, I was going through it, we go out. I realized everyone has their water bottle. I'm checking my backpack and everything, like, oh, I forgot my water bottle. It's like, and the ceremony's about to start, like, there's no way they're gonna let me get out and go get my water bottle, come back in. Like, trust me, you do not want to be an individual over there. Like, you want to make sure you stay with the team and everything. So I did not have my water bottle. We go through the whole ceremony. As soon as the ceremony starts, Like at first, everyone's just standing, you know, in column, just watching, seeing what's going on. You see a bunch of MTIs, like talking to the commander or whatever. I don't know, whatever procedures they have going on. And out of nowhere, as soon as over the announcement said, all right, MTIs, you're released to your flights, all you hear is just straight yelling, get in line, hurry up, what are you doing, hurry up. Like it's madness. Like you can't understand anything that's going on. There's a bunch of yelling going off everywhere. So it's like, oh my God, what is going on? So that was a crazy experience. But you know, once we finally get settled with our new MTIs, we move to the new place that we're living. So in BMT, we have two separate areas. There's one area we call Disneyland, which is where everybody starts off their BMT experience. They start off in Disneyland. We call it Disneyland because it's way nicer than the other place. It's called Alcatraz. And of course, lucky for me, I was at Alcatraz. My training scholarship was 326, the Bulldogs. So who y'all Bulldogs? Who always represent. So it's like a nice pride to have that you survived Alcatraz. It sucks in the beginning knowing that you're going to Alcatraz, but afterwards, like, yeah, I survived Alcatraz, I can survive anything, you know what I mean? And the reason we say that is Alcatraz, they, first of all, mold everywhere in our rooms. Don't know what that's about, but mold everywhere in the rooms. Remember how in Disneyland I told you that there was like 16 to 20 shower heads? Yeah, there's only 8 shower heads inside Alcatraz. So imagine 50 of us trying to share 8 shower heads and having to have a certain timeline where all of us take a shower and get out. Crazy mess. But yeah, man, it's once you know, we finally got settled and everything. I believe like around that first week, when they started like assigning like roles to people and everything, I became an element leader. And one of the things like, I'm the proudest of is that I was actually element leader from day 1 all the way to the end. I'm probably the only element leader that, oh, there was one more. My dog Settles. Shout out to you, Settles. That was my BMT friend. I mean, BMT best friend. I'll say, you know, obviously best friend now. It's just we're a little separate ways. That's the thing about the military. You're always separating from people. But me and him were probably the only ones that were from day 1. Actually, no, I don't think he was. Was he element leader day 1? Because here's the thing. I know I was an element leader, and I think they had like 3 element leaders from a different dorm. So they're like, okay, no, we gotta do 2 from one dorm, 2 from the other dorm, because we also had a brother flight, but that's just too complicated. I don't want to go through all that right now. But anyways, after a while, Settles did become the element leader, and he stayed element leader all the way to the end, almost all the way to the end. But then they ended up switching him over to guide on bearer, because, you know, he's really good at marching and everything. But yeah, that's one of the proudest things I could say that I had, is that I was element leader from the beginning to the end, pretty much element leader. In itself, I'm leading one of the elements inside of the flight in the formation. So, you know, I was the one that, say like going to lunch, for example, I'll be leading the cadence, cadence, excuse me, up, 2, 3, 4. And, you know, I'm the first thing that everybody sees when you're walking, when you're marching down the line and everything. So, but also being the element leader, you also, the MTIs give you a role of where you're held responsible for, you know, your dorm, your flight, on how they're doing. You're one of the ones that helps keep them in line. Now, mind you, that position is really, really tough, in my opinion, as well, because you have to make sure that you're not only keeping your wingman in line, but you also don't forget, like, you all are the same rank. You're all trainees. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they get power trips. They get this position and they start acting like they're excuse my language, they're hot shit, which I'm not like that, you know what I mean? But I definitely did have a voice. One of the things that I do appreciate is that everyone did actually listen to me, you know, when I spoke and everything. And, you know, because I'm a chill guy. I'm a chill guy. You guys can probably tell that. I'm a chill guy. I like to joke around. I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh. The vibe that I like to hang around all the time. I'm still gonna, you know, reach out, get to know you, see what you like. You know, get to know the human side of you first, because I don't want to just start yelling at you and be like, I don't even like yelling at people like that either. But when we really gotta lock in, I'm addressing everyone like, yo, we gotta lock in. This is what we gotta do. Like, we're slacking. I know the potential that you guys have. Let's do this, let's do that. So that's one thing I think BMT a lot about. But like I said, you know, BMT was really nice. I'll probably do another video on talking about BMT. I just want to give a little synopsis of the beginning of BMT because it is really crazy, man. The amount of like structure that they have over there and how many rules that you have to follow. Like, they want to make sure that you pay attention to detail, that you can really listen in a stressful environment. And I loved it, man. I loved it. Like, I didn't like not having my phone. I didn't like having to listen to somebody 24/7 and not having control over my own life and everything. But I did appreciate, you know, the things that they taught us, the way that they made me learn, you know, about the stress tolerance that I can take. And I love the brotherhood that it helped me build, because in the beginning, nobody talked to nobody knows anybody, you know what I mean? We got some people, you know, that are just really talkative, and they started, you know, talking to people instantly. I was one of those people, you know, like I said, it's pretty easy for me to, you know, build up friendships. But the point where we started at to the point where we ended at, where everybody's like really close to each other, and like everyone's like missing each other the last day that we're there, like, oh man, like, I'll miss you guys, hope you guys do great. Like, it's just a great thing to see. So that's BMT. Like I said, I didn't go really too in depth into it. I'll do another video about that, but pretty much from there, you know, in tech school now. I'm in tech school for cybersecurity. Should I even call it cybersecurity? Yeah, I'll just say cybersecurity, cyber. But yeah, I've been here almost a month now. Actually, I think it is a month now, or tomorrow will be a month, something like that. I've been here for a while, yeah. But I already took 2 tests and everything. But pretty much my experience at tech school, I would say overall it's been really good. When I first got here, it was such a culture switch, because it was like, oh man, I just come from BMT, so you're expecting it to be like the same type of environment where it's like, it's really stressful and, you know, you're not allowed to do anything. So, you know, we go through briefings and everything. They let you know like what you can, what you can't do. There's 3 phases in tech school. Phase 1 is like, you have an early curfew, you can't really go anywhere, you have to wear your duty clothes, or uniform. So either your OCPs, PT gear, or blues, depending on the uniform the day is. And yeah, you're pretty restricted. But even with that in phase 1, after they finish all the briefings and everything, and you know, we finished everything that we need to do for the day, usually finish around 1600. After that, they're like, all right, you're free to go. And that freedom, and plus we have our phones too, so that freedom was kind of like, wait, what? Like, you're not gonna tell us what to do? Like, we're allowed to just do anything now? And it's like, yeah, just, you know, you gotta be more responsible now. Now they're loosening the leash a little bit more. So I'll say that's like one of the biggest culture shifts over here. But I do enjoy it a lot. I do enjoy having my freedom. Right now I'm in cyber fundamentals. So I was one of the lucky people where I got here on a Friday, and then on the Wednesday of the following week, I was able to start classes. Some people, they get here and they don't start classes till like 2 weeks out, maybe even longer, depending on, you know, how many spaces available and everything. So I was really blessed. As soon as I got here, finished all my briefings, started class right away. You know what I mean? Because you know, I want to get the classes over with, and I don't want to stay here longer than I have to, because I definitely am missing my wife, missing my family and everything. So I would say one of the weirdest things too is like, you know, obviously for BMT, I didn't have my phone, I didn't have contact with any people at home. Not my wife, not my kids, not my parents, siblings, nobody. You know what I mean? Until we had like phone calls. But even with those, it was like 15-minute phone calls, very limited. So it's like, you really gotta share your time, and those are really brief. I think I only had like 30 phone calls at BMT. So even though that is really tough, it is tough in tech school having your phone on you now. And then, you know, I get to call my wife a lot more. I get to call LALA a lot more, but I don't know, it's weird for me. It still makes it kind of hard because it's like, dang, I get to talk to you more, but now I'm missing you even more because now I'm actually seeing your face every day. It's like the anticipation is like real. I was like, dang, when am I gonna see you? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, the day's getting closer and closer until I could finally see you. But it's like, now I'm seeing you every day, and it's like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm happy I'm seeing you, but I was like, oh my goodness, dang. Like, I want to see you in person now. So that's probably one, I'll say, if not the hardest thing about being here, about being away in general. But I do love the new freedom that we do have. Like I said, there's 3 different phases in tech school. There's the phase 1 where I told you where it's like pretty much locked down. You gotta stay in a confined area. Gotta only wear, you know, your military uniforms. Phase 2, that's when you get a lot more freedom. Curfew is later. You get to wear civilian clothes when it's not during the duty days, so not during classes or a special event where you have to wear uniform. You get to wear civilian clothes. Obviously, I'm not in civilian clothes right now because finished class and everything, so just want to make sure I got this video out for you guys. But yeah, and then you get to leave base for certain miles, and then phase 3, pretty much the same thing in phase 3, except, oh, and you get to have a car too, but I'm not gonna have a car around here, but that is one of the things you can do as well. But phase 3 is pretty much the same thing, except phase 3 you have like, oh, and you get to have a car too, but I'm not gonna have a car around here, but that is one of the things you can do as well. But phase 3 is pretty much the same thing, except phase 3 you have like your mile radius is way larger that you can leave off base. So it's like almost 5 times more. Yeah, it's like 5 times more of the radius that you could go, and that's a huge radius, trust me. So you do that, plus you get to sleep off of base on the weekends as well in phase 3. So that's one of the biggest benefits. I'm trying to get to phase 3 before my birthday because somebody's coming to visit me. So I want to make sure that I'm able to be phase 3 by that time, so that I can stay off base and, you know, have some fun. Obviously, we're gonna try to pump out some videos for you guys for then, so you guys can be there with us as well. It's gonna be, other than my graduation from BMT, that's gonna be the first time that you guys see us together fully. So I'm gonna be outside of like military clothes, so definitely enjoying my time over here. I love the opportunity that the military has given me. I'm really excited for this new journey and everything. Like I said, I'm really grateful for this opportunity that God has given me, and I also want to give a huge shout out to LALA because she's going through this whole process, taking care of my babies, and just she's been really strong throughout this whole process. So I really do thank her for being strong and taking the sacrifice of letting me do this, and she's really holding it down, man. Like, I know that my experience I'm going through is really hard, but I think hers is a lot harder. So I do appreciate her for that. I do miss her a lot. I miss you, baby. I miss Noel, I miss Alani. I just can't wait till I'm actually able to see them again, until we can all live together and go this whole experience. So that's been my main motivation here as well too, because the process is really fast. We learn a block. Let's say we start a new block on Monday. We're testing that block on Friday, and so it's weekly tests of the block that we just learned. So it's really fast process, and they feed you a lot of information. You got to come home and study. So no, that's pretty much the process here. It's definitely different for me, but I'm making sure I'm locked in because this is for my family. I'm making sure that, you know, I don't fail and don't get kicked out, so I can make sure that I could you know, accomplish what I came here for. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But if you guys have any more questions, feel free to let us know, and I definitely be able to answer for you guys if I know, obviously. But I appreciate you guys, man. I'll definitely talk to you guys soon.